Welcome to the Word for 2021. Today we're in Joshua chapter 11. If you've ever tried to master an athletic skill, you know that one of the things that is needed for success is that of follow-through. It doesn't matter whether it's basketball or baseball, whether it's football, tennis, racquetball, golf, or bowling, success requires follow-through. In fact, that's one of the principles that we need to learn in life in order to be a success. Follow through. Don't stop part way. Finish what you start. We teach our children if they want to be successful in life, it requires follow through. Joshua was a man who had follow through. We read in verse 15, "As the Lord commanded his servant Moses, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua did it. He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses." Joshua had followed through on the command that he had been given. He was faithful. He didn't quit until he'd accomplished the mission which he had been given. For all Christians, our call is to be faithful and do not quit. James tells us that it's not just enough to hear the word, but we need to do it. We need to put it into practice. There needs to be follow through with the word. Paul even used the whole idea of athletics when he was writing his letters. He said that I'm not looking back, but I'm looking forward. I'm leaving everything behind and I'm pressing forward to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward. And the prize that Paul was going for was not just for him alone, but for all those who long for his appearing, who did not quit. Follow through is what God is looking for in me and in you. At the 2002 Winter Olympics, there were 5 finalists in the men's 1,000-meter speed skating race. In the final lap, the American and the Chinese skaters were right next to each other. Right behind them were the Canadian and the Korean skaters. And then last was the Australian skater. Then in the final turn, the Chinese skater accidentally bumped the American skater and the two of them went careening off. Well, in that mess, then the next 2 skaters, they got combined into that mess and there was just a pile of arms and legs. In the last place, the Australian skater simply skated around the mess and then he won the gold medal simply by crossing the finish line first. He didn't cross because he was the fastest. He didn't cross and set any new records. He simply did not quit and he did not get tangled up in the mess. That's great advice for me and you. Don't get tangled up in the mess all around us. Keep our eyes upon Jesus and follow through. Continue to do what he's called us to do. Be faithful and finish the race. And when we do, we will hear him say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Be a person of follow through. Do not quit. Be faithful in all that God has commanded. Thank you for joining the Word for 2021.